Hi guys, I've got a Patreon now. Now what that means is that you get to see slightly longer videos, and not just slightly longer videos, but videos with extra clips in them and music in them as well. Like actual music that relates to the video itself. Because as you know, YouTube doesn't really like that. Even though I like being on YouTube, that's one of the downsides of being on YouTube. There's only so many ways you can be creative in terms of getting your point across. But yeah, a link to my Patreon. I do have one video up there at the moment, many more to come. Link to my Patreon will be in the description down below. But that out of the way, let's go on with the video. Hi guys, here are 6 bands that emerged from the new wave of British heavy metal. And this is from an article written by an American songwriter. A link to it will be in the description down below. But before I continue, I just want to say that metal music to me is rebellion, expression, brutality, non-conformity, oneness, victory, and serenity. And according to Music Network and TuneCore, heavy metal has been officially recognized as the fastest growing music genre in the world, according to a new report from them. So it's no secret that heavy metal is an incredibly popular music genre. And I've been a heavy metal fan for nearly 20 years. So I'd like to help rank the video, comment so I can see the feedback because viewer thoughts are valuable, and subscribe if you watch the video to the end and you want more people to see it. So here is 6 bands that emerged from the new wave of British heavy metal. And this video will be a ranking, and it's going to be different from the ranking that you'll see in the article. If you want to see the original ranking, the link to it will be in the description down below. But without further ado, here's my ranking. So number 6, we have Diamond Head. Now, they were struggling to find a label in the early 80s, so they put together an album on a tight budget, sent it to reviewers without a cover to save money. The production wasn't any better than Iron Maiden's first album, but beneath the shoddy sound was a masterpiece. Lighting to Nations is a once-in-a-lifetime album that they just couldn't quite repeat, but it did inspire countless thrash bands for years to come. And number 5, we have Saxon. Saxon were from South Yorkshire and initially formed in 1975 as SOB, but changed their name because of the label Radio Play Worries for the 1979 eponymous debut. Like their peers, the first album's rumbling little biker anthems are marked by bad production that overshadows their skill. With better production, Wheels of Steel was a hit, and the next several albums were both great and sold well. And number 4, we have Venom. Venom formed in 1978, a few years after their contemporaries, and late enough to have been deeply influenced by Motorhead into what would become speed and thrash. They also appreciated the theatrics of Kiss and adopted an overtly evil shtick as part of the shot the audience arms race begun by Ozzy Osbourne. They made a debut in 1981 with Welcome to Hell, and then followed the following year with the hugely influential Black Metal, which inspired extreme acts such as Celtic Frost, Napalm Death, Exodus, as well as Metallica, who they once opened for. 3, we have Motorhead. Like Iron Maiden and Steve Harris, singer Lemmy Kilmister is the sole member united different strands, and he started making music 5 years before Judas Priest and finally forming Motorhead after a 4-year tenure in the band Hawkwind. At first they struggled to find a label, but their first 4 albums were a success, culminating in the breakthrough classic Ace of Spades. They were metal's answer to Ramones in adhering to their particular brand of rugged, tightly wound aggression for the balance of their career, until Lemmy's unfortunate demise in 2015. Thrash bands like Slayer, Anthrax, Metallica, and Megadeth owe a sizable debt. Number 2, we have Iron Maiden. They endured a constant turnover for its early years, outside of founding bassist Steve Harris. They scored a label deal thanks to the self-released EP and made their debut in 1980. Despite some rough production, it went to number 4 in the UK charts, and the following year they released Killers, which was even more successful, being well received abroad. Substance abuse led to them replacing their single with Bruce Dickinson for the album Number of the Beast, which went on to become one of the best-selling all-time albums, with over 20 million sales to date. Their pace and intensity and complexity influenced a wide range of acts including Metallica, Dream Theater, and In Flames. And at number 1 is Judas Priest. The new wave of British heavy metal pushed forth from the UK hot on the heels of punk, merging punk's unfettered ferocity with art rock intricacy and musicianship amidst the Italian riffage, stripping away hard rock's music swagger. These bands sounded fierce and uncompromising enough to go toe-to-toe with the tallest Mohawk. UK media at the time had a fascination with the ripped t-shirt brigade, soon to be known as metalheads initially. That changed in the late 70s as Judas Priest, Iron Maiden and Motorhead released classic albums that pretty much established the style and even crossed over to America. But while they enjoyed some success in the States, they couldn't quite go toe-to-toe with hair metal. But by the late 80s, most of the new wave British heavy metal bands have peaked creatively, and their music laid the foundation for another generation of adventurous, better-selling metal bands to come. While Maiden, Priest, and Motorhead enjoyed least fleeting mainstream success, other acts such as Venom and Diamond Head were more influential than commercially profitable. Indeed, it was the very uncompromising nature of their sound that inspired others to push the boundaries of thrash, black, death, and speed metal. The band's origins go back to 1969, and their name comes from a Bob Dylan song called The Ballad of Frankie Lee and Judas Priest. But the early lineups of the band involved countless changes before settling up on the classic lineup behind guitarists KK Downing, Glenn Tipton, and operatic vocals of Rob Halford a year before their 1974 album Rock and Roller. The twin guitar leads and the dark subject matter became signature as Halford's 4-octave vocal range, beginning with The Sound Wings of Destiny, which earned them a major deal. Their third album, Sin After Sin, went gold, powered by a cover of John Baez's Diamond and Rust. The first 11 straight gold and platinum releases, they adopted their iconic level of stars and look for Killing Machine, which was released in America as Hellbent for Leather after a shooting at Cleveland Elementary School. The band would peak with British Steel and Scream of Vengeance, featuring respected hits such as Breaking the Law and You've Got Another Thing Coming. Substance abuse would take a toll on Halford, who would leave Priest in the 90s, come out as gay, and even return for Age of Retribution and several further releases. So guys, let me know your thoughts on the new wave of British heavy metal and the bands that came out of it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.